All right, here we are. Eddie has indulged me, and we're going to play some Super Castlevania 4.
Grandpa Mark over here.
And I love this game. Like,
Yeah.
this is probably...
One of your top 10 games?
Oh, top 5.
Top 5?
Top 5.
Wow. So let me see. Top 5 is going to be, Super Castlevania 4, ActRaiser. That's all I got. I don't know what else.
There's a few on there.
Yeah, there's at least 5.
And this game came out back pretty much after the Super Nintendo launched
Brandon.
back in 91. And at the time, it still is. It's considered one of the best Super Nintendo games as far as graphics, music, gameplay.
Graphics, though?
Everything. Oh.
Graphics?
Yes.
No, I mean, not like maybe at the time, but like overall Super Nintendo?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Mode 7. Yeah.
Because like
It's one of the
other
most
Castlevania
solid
games
games
make
on the
this
Super
look
Nintendo.
ridiculous. They're not as good of a game. But I don't know, like compared to this to how like Dracula X looks? That's
Drac
a good
X
game.
maybe looks better, but
It
the
doesn't play as
music
good.
and gameplay is way better in 4.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll see Simon here. So this is
Getting that
not
whip.
it's the same setting as Castle 1. Some people think it's a remake. The developers have said, it's kind of more of it kind of accompanies Castle 1. It's 1691 Transylvania. You've got your 8-way whip here, which is fantastic.
Oh,
You can
boy.
Oh, that's revolutionary.
go- at the time it was.
You know what my
absolutely.
favorite
Super.
part is being able to whip to the diagonals.
Yes. So you can up diagonally. You can go limp.
Go, yeah.
Go limp. Brandon likes going limp. And you've got your
I don't even know what that means.
you got your knives, and then you got.
It's all the classic stuff.
Everybody has tried to do this. You try to stay up on the
Up to the
bridge
top.
as long as you can without sliding down.
I don't think I tried to do that.
Really?
But that's only
Maybe you could get to a
because...
secret level if you could jump over the top.
Actually, that's in what? Castlevania 3?
There's no tornado in this one, so go.
Because like in Castlevania 3,
And the music starts.
I think if you jump over the entrance,
The music in this game
you
is
get something
just
special. But
absolutely amazing.
what has the better music? This or ActRaiser?
That's a tough one. That really is. I have to think about that one because they both have excellent music.
Yeah.
There's
So
this thing here where like you can go through the door, and then you get to the front side. I
Like
mean,
Mario.
it's just amazing.
Super Mario did that where you punch
watch
the
his
door.
legs though. They just
Yeah, they
like
go behind
all
the
it is
grass,
his
yeah.
legs disappear through that door. That's funny. So how was this one of those games where you like had to try and convince your parents to like go get this for you?
I rented this at Blockbuster, I think the week after it came out. Oh, this thing here too. This was that bat gargoyle thing in the background with the flashing eyes.
Yeah.
Everyone thought that was some kind of secret thing for the longest time, and it doesn't do anything. It's just like, why is
Are
the
you
eyes-
sure? Maybe they just haven't uncovered it
I-
yet.
As far as we know, never has. Anyway, I rented it from Blockbuster. It was like a half day of school, I believe. And I remember actually calling my mom at work. I'm like, you will not believe. I had to tell somebody. And I'm like, you would not believe this game I rented. It is just absolutely amazing. And I was just like freaking out. And she's, that's fantastic. I got to go. Bye. Love you. And this game is, it has a lot of nostalgia, a lot of special memories. Oh, what the fuck?
Just bothering your mom at work and
I
slaying
had nobody
the
else to call at
Dracula.
the time. My sister
That's
didn't
sad.
care.
No friends?
My next door neighbors didn't care.
They're like,
He's just running out in the cul-de-sac. Hey guys, shut up, Mark. Go away.
It's Castlevania 4.
it's so good.
Dude,
You're like
that-
in pure tears. Just,
That makes me
"Oh,
think
great."
of like the first time I beat a boss in a Mega Man game was Mega Man 4, and it was Toadman. And I ran to my dad, who was like coming out of the bathroom, He's probably just done taking a whiz, and it's just I was just like, Dad, I beat this guy, and he just jumps to the thing, and he does a hula dance, and I'm like sitting there wiggling around and gyrating in front of my dad, and he's just like, okay, yup,
And what's cool here, there's going to be one of those dino thing, whatever they're called.
Dino things.
But you can swing back, and then actually he goes away.
Ooh,
He's gone.
The hot tips from the Mark Man here.
You can walk down the stairs backwards.
He knows all the tricks.
And there's going to be a...
That's a precursor. We have to now we have to play Moonwalker's the next game we're gonna play.
I love that slowdown.
Yeah, this game does a lot of slowdown. I mean, Super Nintendo in general had a lot of slowdown.
Right.
That's why they had to limit the number of guys on screen, like in Final Fight and other games like that, because it was just too taxing on the system. And that's why there's no 2-player in Final Fight as well.
So in Castlevania games, that 2 and that 3, was that just a score multiplier?
It's a multiplier for your special item.
Oh,
So you can just basically tap once and it'll just do 1, or you can actually hold it, it'll do 3 at a time.
oh, that's right. Okay. I thought you were a pro with this game. Come on.
What the
Let
heck?
those guys
it's
fall right in.
it's your
Oh, don't you dare blame my Super Nintendo
it's your
controller.
Retron 5.
You can blame the Retron. Just don't blame my controller.
No, the controller's solid.
I think I fixed that one after playing some Mean Turtles in Time.
But yeah, this and ActRaiser are probably two of my favorite Super Nintendo games.
Do you have a top 5 like locked in of all time?
I'd have to think about it.
Okay, I was gonna say
But
that's
this
impressive.
would be in there. ActRaiser, maybe Doom.
Like new Doom or old Doom?
Oh, the old school Doom. 46 Doom, like the original.
Over the
Doom.
new Doom?
Absolutely.
Did you play the new Doom?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
loved it. Very good. One of these is a knife, which I don't want because I don't like the knife, and I'll lose my multiplier as well. Look at those horses back there. Like back in the day, it's like, oh my gosh, look at the animation in the backgrounds.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that. That's like when you see that Burning Man in Mortal Kombat 2.
I think it's right.
Didn't they turn him into a real character? Like someone
They
from
did,
the background?
yeah. And then that's actually a Easter egg, and I think it's For Honor. There's
you're right.
There's a certain stage you play at
Yep.
night. You can see the guy like on the bridge in the background. He's on fire fighting. So
I do recall that. Oh, this game had crouch walking. I forgot about that.
it had everything. Because Drac X didn't have any of this.
It didn't have any of that.
It didn't have the whip, the 8-way whip, the limp whip, nothing. I mean,
It had the stiff jump too.
It did.
You couldn't like.
It's a lot tougher too.
Yeah, especially because the final fight with Dracula is on these tiny platforms. And you can't change direction mid jump, which I guess is true to life or whatever. But it's like, come on. Here you go. Ooh.
Oh no, he's
You don't
gonna
like
get
that.
me. He's gonna get me. Oh, then he fakes his death. Oh, come on. And of course, you gotta do the. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So yeah, and it's got later on. There's mode 7 levels, and it's like this map. Look at this. Look how cool this is, and the music. And it shows it charts your path. Oh man, that's so good. So
I
good.
remember the first time you were playing this when you're messing around with the Retron here. It was kind of like you were 10 years old or something, just hanging out. Maybe even younger, like a 7-year-old, sitting on the carpet playing your video games. I feel like I should have got you like a Yoo-hoo or something. That's what cool.
I remember
kids
too.
do.
Back in Mark's day, what was that orange drink?
It was Tang.
Yeah,
It was that
Tang.
kick in a
I used
glass.
to drink Tang. Yeah, Tang
I
was
never
good.
had Tang.
Really.
Yeah.
Astronauts would drink it, Eddie.
Oh yeah.
I was like an
That's
astronaut.
true.
Yeah.
I drank Kick though, the fake Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
So when Tang said it was Kick in a glass, I was like, heck yeah, man. Kick's great. But I'm a dumb kid. Watch my Nickelodeon.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I didn't have TV when I was a kid though. Really, like we had that giant satellite. I think we were talking about on the show once, where my brother hit
like
it
the
with
whole
his,
thing would turn.
Yeah, yeah.
And the hearts will give you the items there.
Did they ever technically make a Castlevania 5? It's not one that truly goes back to the old school ways, is it?
No, because it was Lords of the Shadow wasn't.
Yeah.
Those aren't very good though. And this one part here where these other sprites start to show up. I think it's like these guys here.
That Jason Voorhees?
I remember how cool that was.
What other game is that? Splatterhouse.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Splatterhouse a little bit, yeah, but
Don't let Sonic the Hedgehog get you, man.
I remember how cool those things were. Like, man, look at these sprites. I like the sound they make too when you kill them. In the mud. And there's a stopwatch up here, which I don't want as well. I think it's right here.
So in the original game, Dracula was really easy to beat if you had the holy water.
Yes.
Is that still the case in this one?
No, there it is.
Just drop it in the mud. No one wants that watch.
That thing's stupid. I don't know why you'd ever use that.
That was just a frog. He wasn't
trying to
like
kill
an
you.
evil frog. He was just hopping around. He likes the mud. That bird. Birds are always jerks,
Bird
though.
always gets me. The bird always gets me. See, like he tries to attack you and kill you.
Speaking of birds, you guys ever beat Ninja Gaiden on the NES?
No.
I watched my dad beat it, which is so crazy to me nowadays because, I don't know. I guess whenever I watch my dad play games, he's actually pretty decent. He played through Gears of War. He played the Metal Gear Solids.
Just like those Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's his app coming?
I don't know. His wife's son is, I think he's living with him at the moment. And, or I don't know, or he's visiting for a while. I'm not really sure. But he's the one who's that's his idea, and he wants to be in on it, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand.
And this boss right here coming up with Medusa, this is why the multiplier is good, because she's really easy.
Why so many femurs? Super Nintendo was all about the femurs.
So you got the 3 multiplier with the boomerang. You just crouch on the left here, and then she's got her censored boobs.
What's on her stomach? That's the biggest belly button of all time.
And that's one of the cases of... There was some censorship in this game as well when it came to the West.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning there with the opening crawl. In Japan, there is crosses on the tombstones, which they took out for the US version. And then Medusa was censored a little bit as well, too. And then later on in the game, there's some blood that they censored. Overall, it's a pretty straight port from the Japanese version.
Huh.
But that was back in the day with Super Nintendo, and we all know how Mortal Kombat turned out and
Right.
games like that. And then once they kind of said, "Hey, let's try it," Mortal Kombat 2 especially was really good. Way better than the Genesis version for sure.
Which is so weird coming off that first one,
Yeah.
where it was, not nearly as good.
I think there's a axe here too in a minute. What's that thing from Addams Family? The hand? What is that called?
It.
Is it it?
No, that's
it was the
Thing.
one with the hair thing.
Yeah.
I used to love watching Addams Family, the original. Black and white.
I was big on Nick at Night when it was the Munsters and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, those old shows. Now Nick at Night is what I grew up watching.
Now it's all Full House.
Is it?
Still, oh yeah.
Oh wow. I think was Roseanne on there at one point?
They're bringing Roseanne back.
Heck yeah. Apparently
they're-
she is a big Fortnite player.
Really?
Yeah, she's got 7 victories.
Nice.
They're checking into it to see if it's really the case, but she claims it on Twitter. Now where are you going?
Through the caverns. This is probably some of my favorite music in the game right here.
This seems like a short game.
You could blow through it in a couple hours, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like it seems like you're already across the map.
You gotta get to the castle first.
Oh, this is just like the map to the castle?
Correct.
That is why it's called Castlevania.
Hey.
There's some major slowdown there with the rock guys.
It's not called Across the Map Vania.
Cavernvania.
Cavernvania. Woodsvania.
That's my Castlevania game. Woodsvania.
Woodsvania.
It's just it's Xavier Woods whipping people. Do you watch the pay-per-view, by the way, Mark? The wrestling one?
No, I did not. I just read the results.
Okay. Yeah, what a bunch of butts.
I don't know what Vince is thinking. He thinks people want to see that, but whatever.
You know, the bummer is like, so...
He's going to win, too. You know that, right?
Yeah, of course he is, because they're going to... I don't know. My hope is that... When's Money in the Bank? When's Money in the Bank? Is that before
That's like in
WrestleMania?
June, isn't it? No.
Oh, okay.
I think they got one more SmackDown one before WrestleMania, don't they?
I guess WrestleMania's in like a month.
They might be done now though, because it's early.
No, they
isn't
got one more SmackDown one because it's
it?
Fastlane or something.
I know for a while they would take a break for like at least a month for pay-per-views before Mania, but
because they've still got to do because Raw's got one more for March, right?
No, because Raw's was
because don't they have Fastlane? Chamber and then Fastlane, or did Fastlane already happen?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. All I know is that I feel like Roman Reigns was finally getting, like, he was getting love back. Like, people are, like, excited that Roman would come out and fight things and do things.
That's why they put him back. That's why they more or less put the Shield back together, was that so Roman would get some...
Yeah, and it worked.
Take some of the heat off of him, and then they'd make him champ again.
And then they let Seth Rollins be like, hey, I'm not going to be a part of, like, a tag team anymore. And I was like, yes! And then he was in that gauntlet match that I don't understand why anyone was in it. What was the point of the gauntlet match?
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't think anyone knows. I don't even think they know. I don't think they told anyone.
I'm surprised they still use Seth Rollins, that Burn It Down.
Like
just his, like, burn it down! He's got the shirt that says burn it down, too.
Like, you're just confused why they let him had that phrase, or?
Just, you'd think that they wouldn't want, you know, a wrestler with kids watching to yell burn it down, or have his catchphrase burn it down.
You gotta have bad guys, right?
Well, he's not a bad guy, though, is he?
Yeah, not really.
He's not a heel right now, because the Shield's not heel, are they?
No, and they're not really the Shield anymore.
They broke up again?
They didn't break up, but they don't really do anything. Like Seth is like, hey, I want to go on my own. So he's now like, no, I want to go for the championship. So, you know, blah blah blah. There's a lot of wrestling going on. They're just both kind of doing their own thing. And he's got the curb stomp back. He does the buckle bomb and the curb stomp. No more pedigree stealing. But no, like gosh, what was I gonna say? I don't know. What is all that? What are they dropping boxes for? What was that?
Here comes the creepy eyeball. Makes that gross noise when you kill it.
Gross noise.
That thing always grossed me out when I was a kid playing this game. It's like, ew, it's like killing an eyeball.
Dude, I tell you what, Castlevania 2 scared me a lot when I was a kid. And just walking around in the town. Because it would get dark, and then they would turn into bats.
That was that Nintendo issue, or Nintendo Power.
Oh, yeah. It was issue number 2, wasn't it?
They had the Dracula holding that guy's head.
Yeah.
And apparently they got a bunch of complaints from parents and stuff. Because it scared their kids.
And then, dude, the Nintendo Power guy, he was a dick. Does it really gross you out? You're going to have nightmares tonight?
Slow down, man. It's really bad.
Yeah, why isn't this game like 60 frames on my new hardware?
Oh, Mr. 60 frames over here.
Yeah, where's my my digital sound?
It still sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, it does. It does sound pretty good. It's got like a very fitting soundtrack, which is nice.
It's got a nice mix. It's got kind of like some little bit of jazz.
What's that hand doing? Oh,
got some piano. It's got some rock toward the end of the game. Got some.
Is that when you?
good,
What's that? Oh, the super bomb. Brandon, what is? I was going to ask you what your favorite system is, but I'm pretty sure you're going to say Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Why would it not be Super Nintendo?
The only reason I can think not Super Nintendo is because of PlayStation.
But PlayStation is lame.
I put the PS1 in my top 5.
So here's a debate.
Oh,
that,
son of a gun! Are you kidding me?
Here's a
You
debate
don't
that.
fall around without a death.
So me and Doug used to talk about that, like if we were ranking like all the game systems, what would be
Right.
your number one and stuff, and I was like, Super Nintendo, you know.
Doug was always a Sega guy. So
Well, it's weird though because like I don't think he would prefer Sega over this stuff,
right.
but yeah,
That's what he grew up with.
he really liked Sega stuff. So we were always like, okay, well, if you say the PS1's the best console, shouldn't you just really say like the PS2 because it plays PS1? Or do you count?
I think you count how big of an impact it made when it came out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, or do you just count the library of that console? Not it's like PS2, you'd count the cool PS2 titles, not the fact that
Right.
you can play the cool PS1 titles.
Yeah.
Were you scared you almost did it again? Were you
I think
holding your breath?
I think Impact is better. I mean, the PS2 obviously was probably one of the best libraries ever. But the PS1 I think was just a more. I take a PS1 over PS2.
Would you take the PS2 library over PS1? That's tough. I don't know.
I don't think I would. Because
I don't know
honestly,
if I
I mean,
would.
after Xbox original came out, I just jumped ship more or less.
That's crazy to me
Yeah.
that you would pick original Xbox over PS2.
I did the same thing though. So.
Like, what made you jump ship though? Because
there's
like
a lot of-
PS2
lot of
had
stuff I missed on
so
PS2.
much more stuff.
I think it was just everything, like just Xbox Live. It was just playing online with friends. Oh boy.
I guess
don't
playing
have, like,
online, they had
like
that.
Boomerang. I mean, they had SOCOM and things like that on PS2.
Yeah,
but
I was about to say they didn't have SOCOM though.
But they had Ghost Recon. On,
Yep.
Original Xbox.
You had Ghost Recon on PS2,
I don't have my.
I think. But even if you did, it wasn't as good as the Xbox version.
I don't have my cool boomerangs anymore.
Because for me, it was
Crosses.
like the nice thing about original Xbox was you got maybe the best ports of stuff like Splinter Cell and like multi-plat games like that.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like, well, original Xbox had a couple games that were only on Xbox that I wanted to play, and that was it.
It was like Crimson Skies.
Yeah, I would say like Crimson Skies, Ninja Gaiden, Fable 1.
Unreal Tournament was really good. Mech Assault was really good. I mean, those are things you could play on PC, but
Yeah.
they weren't console games.
And I played Fable on PC, so. But like PS2 had still to this day, some of the best RPGs. And
PS2 just had so much garbage, though, too. Like, there was a lot of shovelware on PS2, I felt.
there wasn't
a lot
There's
on
more shovelware
Xbox.
because there's more games
Right.
in general. Because I know Xbox had some bad ones too.
Yeah.
I guess Xbox did have Project Gotham and what was that other one? I was just thinking of. They had a couple like offshoot stuff like that, which is kind of cool. This it spawned the Forza series. I guess they had Halo.
Yeah.
I didn't care about that back then. That thing doesn't freak you out? That thing that's jumped out of the wall? The eyeball gets you, but not like Blood Lady?
Just because it's an eyeball, like I don't like stuff like that.
So that scene in Ace Ventura when nature calls really drives you nuts, doesn't it?
I don't watch Ace. I don't watch. The only Jim Carrey movie I like is Dumb and Dumber. I'm
Well,
sorry.
let me
I just-
explain the scene in. So at
Jim
one
Carrey.
point,
I mean,
he-
outside of his In Living Color stuff, Jim Carrey as a movie star has never done it for me at all.
Yeah,
I can't.
Carry.
I can't imagine in general Jim Carrey would do it for you because right now he's so woke.
He is pretty messed up.
But no, like in this movie, Mark, he pries his eye open in front of someone. You don't have anything else in there.
He pries his eye open.
Like
What?
he holds it open and then he just like pushes his eye to the side.
Oh, that's fantastic. While making funny noises.
Yeah, that's the noise he made. But it made the guy crack and he got all the info he needed. Mark would have fallen victim to it.
No, you're just been like, I'm gonna toot right now. And you tell me, or I'm gonna toot.
I'll say the F word.
Right.
Hey, those pillows at work are like $5 now or $10 now.
Oh boy.
Son, why can I can't do that. I can't jump.
It's because you're so white.
Oh jeez.
White man can't jump. Well, anyway.
Wow.
I'm all distracted now thinking about eyeballs
And toots.
and toots.
I'm disappointed. Holy cow, do you still have 7 lives? Is that what that? Oh no, it's never mind. That's
7.
hearts.
Yeah. Oh no, it's 2. Player 2. Yeah,
Yeah.
hearts.
What do you got to do here?
Jump on and just jump
You
again.
gotta just jump. Yeah.
Ooh. That skeleton. Hey there, buddy.
The ones on the walls. They
Hey,
fell
I
down.
got a. Oh.
I always have fond memories of playing King's Quest on PC.
King's Quest. That Telltale, like not Telltale, but like that point and click adventure.
Yeah. My sister and I used to play that all the time.
Is it this
What
just
the heck?
land on it?
Seriously? It's like
you-
if you jump on it, it
Okay,
twists.
so if you walk on it, it's not a big deal.
Yes, correct.
Ah!
And one of the games had the craziest like copyright protection in it because you had to actually go into the guide, just part of the game, and find out parts of the answers for stuff.
Oh yeah. It's like
But it
Carmen
was
San
in the
Diego.
game. It wasn't like when you started it. So you could play like halfway through the game if you had a pirated copy, and then you're screwed. You can't play anymore.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
Let me tell you about my Lord and Savior. Relax, Mark. Take
You're
a deep
making me
breath.
nervous, Eddie. Playing games in front of you is very intimidating.
Why?
Because you're like the master, and
You know, a lot of people tell me that.
I'm just trying to impress you. Is all I'm doing. And I'm not doing a very good job right now.
Doug would always
want you
give
to be
me
proud
crap
of me.
like I was really good at video games, but he beat me in a lot of stuff. He'd be like, "You're so good at fighting games," and then he would whoop me and go, "Man, you're so good at fighting games." Like, you just beat me twice.
See, I'm like really nervous right now, Eddie. You're scaring me, Fisher.
Oh man.
This is a cool boss here, right here, coming up. Oh, see, I fell.
If we ever get to see him. I gotta stop razzing you so I can actually see the boss.
Wouldn't you say that, Eddie, though? Or Brandon?
what?
Does Eddie intimidate you?
A little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
I beat him in a fighting game first try.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah. I mean,
Your
I'm not that
one
good,
claim to
so-
fame against
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yep. So I
At
can't-
conference, beating
I
him
can't
at
say nothing.
a fighting game.
Right.
Okay, whatever.
Game over.
Game over. That's Castlevania. Next week we'll have Eddie beat it in one go without dying. So,
You know, I've never actually played through this game, and this is my copy of the game here. So,
oh man, yeah, Castlevania's really good. Super Nintendo's really good. Fantastic system. So, woo, good stuff.
See ya.
Leave your comments about how bad I was. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mark, you're the worst.
I like you would not believe this game I rented. It is just absolutely amazing. And I was just like freaking out, and she's, that's fantastic. I gotta go. Bye. Love you.